Have you ever felt like you're constantly chasing something? Chasing happiness, chasing success, chasing that elusive feeling of peace. It feels like a race, doesn't it? The more you run, the further the finish line seems to get. I've been there, scrolling through feeds, seeing everyone else's highlight reels and thinking, what am I missing? Why can't I just feel at peace? It's exhausting. But what if I told you the answer isn't out there somewhere to be found? What if the secret to peace isn't about chasing it at all, but about something much simpler, much more profound? What if it's about coming home to nature? Think about it. When was the last time you truly disconnected? Not just putting your phone on silent, but really immersing yourself in the natural world. Remember that feeling. The gentle rustle of leaves in the wind, the steady rhythm of waves crashing on the shore, the warmth of the sun on your skin. In those moments, the constant chatter in our minds quiets down. The endless to-do lists, the worries about tomorrow, they all seem to fade into the background. It's not a coincidence. Nature has a rhythm, a cycle, and when we align ourselves with it, we find a sense of harmony that we can't manufacture on our own. Nature doesn't rush. A seed doesn't stress about becoming a tree overnight. It simply follows its own internal clock, drawing what it needs from the soil, the sun, the rain. It grows at its own pace, a pace of resilience and patience. We, on the other hand, live in a world that screams faster, more. Now, we try to force our growth. We get frustrated when we don't see immediate results, and we burn ourselves out in the process. We're trying to sprint a marathon, but what if we took a lesson from the trees? What if we embraced the idea of seasons in our own lives? There are times for planting new ideas, times for growth and expansion, times for harvesting our efforts, and yes, times for rest and lying dormant. Trying to be in a constant state of summer, of peak productivity, is unnatural and unsustainable. Allowing ourselves a winter, a period of quiet reflection and rest, isn't a failure. It's a necessary part of the cycle. It's how we gather the strength to bloom again. One of the most powerful things nature teaches us is the art of letting go. Watch a river. It doesn't fight the rocks in its path that flows around them. It adapts. It changes course, but it never stops moving forward. An autumn tree doesn't cling to its leaves in fear of the coming winter. It releases them, gracefully and without resistance, knowing that the shedding is essential for new life to emerge in the spring. We often hold on so tightly to things that no longer serve us, past mistakes, old grudges, expectations that weigh us down. We think that by holding on, we're in control. But true strength, the kind we see in nature, lies in the ability to release. Letting go isn't giving up, it's making space. It's trusting that, just like the tree, by releasing the old, we create the possibility for something new and beautiful to grow. This connection isn't just a poetic idea, it's backed by science. The practice of forest bathing, or Shinrin-yoku in Japan, is a perfect example. It's simply the act of being calm and quiet amongst the trees. Studies have shown that it can lower your heart rate, reduce blood pressure, decrease stress hormones like cortisol, and even boost your immune system. The air in a forest is filled with compounds called phytoncides, which are natural oils released by trees to protect themselves. When we breathe them in, they have a profoundly calming and restorative effect on our bodies and minds. You don't need to be a scientist to feel it, though. You just need to take a walk in the woods and pay attention. Feel the ground beneath your feet. Notice the different shades of green, the intricate patterns of bark on a tree, the way the light filters through the canopy. It's a form of mindfulness, a meditation in motion. So how do we bring this alignment into our busy modern lives? It doesn't mean you have to sell all your possessions and move to a cabin in the woods, though that sounds nice sometimes, doesn't it? It's about small, intentional acts. It is about opening your window in the morning and taking a few deep breaths of fresh air before you reach for your phone. It's about having a plant on your desk, a little piece of living nature to ground you during a stressful workday. Maybe it's choosing to walk through a park on your way home instead of taking the bus. Or perhaps it's simply watching the sunset. Allowing yourself a few moments to just be present and witness the day come to a close. These small acts reconnect us to the natural world's clock, reminding us that there is a world outside our own anxieties and ambitions. Think of it like tuning an instrument. When an instrument is out of tune, it creates a jarring, unpleasant sound. No matter how skillfully you try to play it, our lives are like that instrument. When we're out of sync with our own nature, with the world around us, everything feels dissonant and difficult. We can try to force a beautiful melody. We can chase that feeling of peace, but it will always feel off. But when we take the time to tune ourselves to the rhythm of nature, to its patience, its resilience, its cycle of growth and rest, we start to create a life of harmony. Peace isn't a destination you arrive at. It's the music you make when you are perfectly in tune with the world. Let's challenge ourselves. For the next week, find one small way each day to align with nature. It could be a 5-minute walk without your phone. It could be watching the birds outside your window while you drink your morning coffee. It could be tending to a small garden or a single houseplant. Pay attention to how it makes you feel. Notice the subtle shifts in your mood, your stress levels, your perspective. You might be surprised to find that the peace you've been chasing has been waiting for you all along. Not at the end of some frantic race, but in the quiet, steady rhythm of the natural world. It's in the soil, the sun, the seasons. It's in you. It's time to stop chasing and start living. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today. If this message resonated with you, I'd be so grateful if you'd hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more conversations like this. I'd love to hear in the comments below what your favorite way to connect with nature is. Until next time, be well and stay connected.